Our country's changing their tune when it comes to COVID restrictions. The Chinese government has started shutting down its zero COVID policy. The U.S. military may soon reverse vaccine mandates, and some are even receiving back pay for the time they were fired over COVID policies. Correspondent Keleigh Beeson is here. Kelly, are we starting to see a global COVID reversal?
Well, Nichole, it appears the world is attempting to find new ways to live with the virus. Hours ago, a member of China's National Health Commission stated that the world is working to control COVID-19, but the tactics to do so vary region to region. China's tough COVID restrictions leading to millions of people confined to their homes and calls for the president to resign. The measures also impacting the supply chain worldwide, hampering the distribution of a variety of products, leading to uneasy global markets. But in a public reversal, the country is now announcing the most sweeping changes to its tough restrictions since the pandemic began, following weeks of protests and unrest. The relaxation of rules include allowing infected people with mild or no symptoms to quarantine at home and dropping testing for those traveling within the country.
They want to open the pressure valve enough to diffuse these protests, but not so much as to show weakness.
The move comes as the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for members of the U.S. military may soon be rescinded under the annual defense bill heading for a vote this week in Congress. The mandate ensured a majority of those serving were vaccinated, but as a result, recruitment and retention suffered, namely with the Coast Guard.
People actually get hurt by that when that person they're expecting to pick them up out of the water isn't there or isn't there as quickly as they want them to be.
I was devastated.
Sofia Galdamez was discharged from her U.S. Coast Guard post after refusing the shot, but says she would return if her position was reoffered and she felt her rights were protected.
I think there needs to be some kind of promise that our servicemen and women, and I think all the civilian population even, to be protected by our Constitution.
And weeks ago, a group of sanitation workers in New York fired for not complying with the city's vaccine mandate were also reinstated and given back pay. A judge determining the city's health commissioner overstepped his authority.
Well, I think at the end, you're going to have to evaluate there are negative offshoot consequences of interrupting the normal flow in society. But remember, Walter, our country lost 1 million people, more per capita than any other country. So, you could argue back and forth whether restrictions carried on too long.
Now, these reversals are coming amid public health officials warning of a triple-demic with concerns over a rise in COVID-19, RSV, and the flu. And not all are easing restrictions. For example, Duke University just announced they'll be requiring a negative COVID test before students move in for the spring semester. Nichole.
All right, Kelly, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.